Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WrestleMania 41 was 2 nights of moments that will massively shape the immediate future of WWE. While Kevin Owens sadly couldn't wrestle at the show, he was backstage and shared a heartfelt moment with JUSO. The first night of WrestleMania opened with Gunther putting the World Heavyweight Championship on the line against a man he'd beaten many times in the recent past. Main event. JUSO dug deep and unearthed a side of himself that shocked even the ring general. JUSO hit Gunther's moves to become the new world champion. And the outcome was a long time coming, considering the former tag team stars' rise into a singles phenomenon. As you might have expected, Jay's win was extremely well received backstage, as he was congratulated by several top personalities after his match. Among the people with special memories of JUSO was Kevin Owens, as the former Universal Champion hugged the Raw star behind the scenes. As you can see in the video below from 12:40 onwards, Owens also revealed his brief yet resounding thoughts on the quality of JUSO's match. It came as a massive setback, not just for the WWE, but also for the fan base looking forward to seeing Kevin Owens face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Co-announced weeks ago that he would be away indefinitely due to a neck injury, which was later confirmed to be the legitimate reason for WWE pulling him from TV. Owens has been one of WWE's most trusted performers over the past decade, and a potentially career-threatening injury is the last thing the Canadian star and his fans would have wanted. While it was initially reported that Owens had already undergone fusion surgery on his neck on April 7, a new Fightful report from a couple of weeks back noted he had yet to go under the knife. Owens is not expected to wrestle in 2025, and there are chances he could even miss next year's WrestleMania, as an accurate timeline for his recovery still isn't available. A journalist who has been a featured writer for Sportskeeda since 2015, and a wrestling fan for as long as he can remember, he has written nearly 6,000 articles, including news, features, and listicles that have amassed over 170 million views. You can find more of his work in the following ID. WrestleMania 41 had no shortage of unforgettable moments, shocking upsets, jaw-dropping debuts, and the thunderous roar of a record-breaking crowd made it one of the most emotional events in WWE history. But sometimes, the most powerful moments don't happen in the ring. They happen backstage, away from the spotlight. One such moment involved none other than Kevin Owens, a man who has lived, bled, and dreamed inside WWE rings for nearly a decade. Though Owens wasn't scheduled to compete at WrestleMania 41 due to an untimely injury, he was very much there, watching, supporting, and, as it turns out, wearing his heart on his sleeve. When one WWE superstar achieved the unthinkable and captured their first world championship, cameras caught Kevin Owens' emotional backstage reaction. A raw, unscripted glimpse into the heart of a man who truly loves this business. Even sidelined, Kevin Owens had no intention of missing WrestleMania. "If I can walk, I'll be there," Owens told reporters in the weeks leading up to the event. True to his word, he arrived backstage hours before the show started, dressed in jeans and a hoodie, moving carefully but determinedly through the corridors of Allegiant Stadium. Friends, colleagues, and production staff greeted him warmly. Owens is beloved behind the scenes for his humor, honesty, and unwavering loyalty. But there was a different glint in his eye that night. He wasn't just there to watch. He was there to feel. "You dream about WrestleMania when you're a kid," Owens said in a pre-show interview. "And sometimes, when you're not in the ring, you realize just how magical it is to watch someone else live that dream." Little did he know just how much magic and emotion was in store. The moment came late in the night. One of WWE's most promising stars, someone who had clawed and scratched their way up from humble beginnings, captured their first world title in a hard-fought, emotionally charged main event. The match itself was a war. Every near fall sent shockwaves through the crowd. Blood, sweat, tears. It was all there. The kind of storytelling that reminds fans why they fell in love with wrestling in the first place. And when the referee's hand hit the mat for the 3 count, The stadium exploded. Fireworks lit up the Las Vegas sky. The new champion collapsed to their knees, overwhelmed with emotion. WrestleMania dreams don't come easy, and for this star, the journey had been especially brutal. Backstage, Kevin Owens was watching on a monitor, standing amid a cluster of crew members, trainers, and other superstars. When the final bell rang, the cameras caught him wiping away tears. He clapped, slow, deliberate, filled with pride. Then he turned, covering his mouth with his hand, visibly choked up. Friends moved to hug him, but for a few seconds, Owens just stood there, letting the moment wash over him. This wasn't just professional respect. It was personal. To understand Owens' reaction, you have to understand his story. Kevin Steen, the man behind Kevin Owens, spent years grinding it out on the independent circuit. He fought in bingo halls, gymnasiums, and tiny armories before finally reaching WWE. Along the way, he built friendships and rivalries with dozens of future stars. The new champion at WrestleMania 41? They weren't just another wrestler to Owens. They were part of his journey. They had trained together, shared hotel rooms when they could barely afford gas money, and dreamed about moments like this when the world seemed to have forgotten about them. Watching that superstar hold up the world title wasn't just witnessing someone else's victory. It was reliving years of struggle, sacrifice, and unbreakable brotherhood. Sources backstage said Owens approached the new champion moments later, pulling them into a fierce hug and whispering something in their ear. Cameras respectfully kept their distance, but those who witnessed it said it was one of the most genuine displays of friendship they've ever seen. WWE's social media team quickly posted a short clip of Owens' reaction with the caption, "Some moments are bigger than wrestling." Kevin Owens watches his friend reach the mountaintop at WrestleMania 41. The video went viral within minutes. Fans flooded the comments with love and support. This is why we love Co. Pure heart. Real recognizes real. Respect. Kevin Owens. You can see in his face. This wasn't acting. This was real emotion. Even WWE legends chimed in. Mick Foley tweeted, "Kevin Owens is one of the realest guys in the business." His reaction tonight reminded me why wrestling will always be more than just a show. In an industry built on larger-than-life personas, it's easy to forget the humanity behind the characters. Wrestlers may be superheroes in the ring, but backstage, they're sons, daughters, parents, friends, people chasing dreams that often demand everything they have. Kevin Owens' reaction at WrestleMania 41 was a reminder that beyond the spectacle, beyond the fireworks and catchphrases, WWE is still about heart, about community, about passion. It's about watching someone you love stand atop the mountain, knowing how many times they fell, and being proud that they never stayed down. Though still recovering, Owens is reportedly ahead of schedule in his rehabilitation. Sources close to WWE suggest he could be cleared for an in-ring return by SummerSlam. And now, with his friend as the reigning champion, the seeds are already planted for a story that practically writes itself. Two brothers in arms, fighting for the top prize on the grandest stage once again. This time, perhaps, as opponents. For now, though, Kevin Owens seems content to watch, support, and heal. And maybe, just maybe, allow himself a few more emotional moments along the way. Because sometimes, the best parts of WrestleMania happen not in the spotlight, but just behind the curtain, where dreams, friendships, and hearts beat as one. Would you like me to also write a version where Owens actually surprises the new champion in the ring after the win for even bigger drama?